like the Atlantic, and I'm going down like the Titanic.
I can't believe
like the Atlantic,
it's my life,
and I'm going down
and it is
like the
Titanic.
Titanic. Blue like the Atlantic, and I'm going down like the Titanic. Blue like the Atlantic, and I'm going down like the Titanic.
Hi, quickly a few things before we begin. Firstly, thank you so much Lexi and Addie Games for the intro. I really love it so much. I will be using both yours and 𝓬𝓪𝓰's intros throughout this theme of tropical. So thank you both so much for making intros, both 𝓬𝓰 and Lexi and Addie Games. But yeah, thank you so much Lexi and Addie for making this current intro. Second, for all of you people who subscribed because of the gacha voice acted series, I don't just do gacha on this channel, I also do Roblox, so don't unsubscribe if you think I've just switched to Roblox completely. I know that a lot of people do, but yeah. And lastly, the auditions are closed very soon. A lot more people than I thought joined would. A lot more people joined than I thought would. So yeah, it's closed quite quickly. So the only available spots at the moment are Makoto and 𝓘𝓷𝓬𝓸. And I'm thinking of, and there are two people who I know are currently going to voice Makoto, who want to. So yeah, you'll need to rush quickly if you want to try and audition for her. And also for 𝓘𝓷𝓬𝓸, I'm thinking I might voice her, maybe, but I don't really know. But yeah, that's just something quick before we begin. So those are the only two spots left. There's also some spots available for intro maker, and also there's one spot available for thumbnail artist. There's 2 spots left for singers and 1 for songwriters. However, those will close once the rest of the auditions are closed. So yeah, please do join as fast as you can if you want to, because there are only a couple of spots left. Apart from that, let's get on to today's video, where I will show you how to make a GFX on mobile. It obviously won't be as high quality as a GFX on Blender or on Roblox Studio. However, it's still something, and you can still do some quite good editing with it. And it's more of a photo, I guess, than a GFX, but yeah, it's still something like a GFX. So yeah, let's just begin. So first, go onto Roblox, type in GFX Studio, and go to GFX Studios 2 and play it. And also make sure that you're in the outfit that you want the GFX to have. Yeah, and then just join. Once you've joined, it will take a little while to load, but just don't mind it, it will go away eventually. There are areas like green screen, what was that? Green screen, and white screen and black screen. There's also clothing and hats and accessories and clothes. There are different backgrounds that you can choose, however I prefer to go to the section that is titled Scenes, which is where you get the room model type GFXs. And what you do is you just pose yourself in the position you want. You can also it has different things like Polaroid cameras and flowers, which you can use to pose yourself. At the side, if you click GFX menu, you can change the brightness, contrast and saturation, and you can add star and cloud filters, which just gives you a bit of extra editing without you needing to edit anything. However, I still recommend also still editing some of it. I just put on both of them to give you an example. As you can see at the bottom, you also have 3 accessories. I don't know whether you have more in the inventory. I'm pretty sure you do, but I didn't check. But yeah, if you just tap your screen while you're holding one of them, then it will go into the correct pose. And once you're in the correct pose, click photo mode, that should be at the side, and take a screenshot. In my phone it's really easy because there's pretty much just a screenshot button, but yeah, on your phone it might be different. You can also crop it while you're here, but I changed my mind just since I wanted to crop it on my actual photo editing app. Then let's just ignore this part for a second. Then I went onto Polar, and what you need to do is you need to click open photos when it gives you the option, and click the screenshot you took, and then add a filter to it. It might be a little bit difficult to click, but yeah, then add a filter to it. You can use one of the preset ones like I did, yeah, or you can make one yourself, or you can also just leave it as it is. I just like adding a filter just because they look a bit nicer. I was going to add one of these ones, but then it kind of all looked a bit funny, so I just chose one that was on the featured page in the end. And as you can see, it just makes it a lot nicer of a colour that you wouldn't necessarily get if you were to do it in the actual app. Then once you've done, click tick and click export and save the photo. Then go onto PixArt, press the plus button, then click on the photo that you took, click the button that says tools and go to crop, then scroll along to the Instagram size or whatever size you want it to be, and just kind of crop it to the correct size that you want it to be. Then what you do is you scroll along. You can add a watermark like I'm doing here, just so that nobody steals it, since it's still a GFX that you made yourself. And then click tick and scroll along at the bottom to where it says brushes. This is where I apply like my nice overlays and everything and experiment with the different brushes. That's how I learnt how I edit today. Like add rainbows, add sparkles. The main ones I use are that rainbow one that I just used, these sparkles, those kind of light glitters things, I use those a lot. And the stars and moons that are at the bottom as well. I use those quite often. I didn't use them today, but yeah, I do use them quite often. And also that one that kind of looks like gold, I use that one quite a lot, along with fairy lights. I didn't really use those today since I didn't really like the way they looked, but yeah, I do use those quite a lot as well. So this is what the end product looks like. It looks very nice. As I say, it's just like a photo and not really a proper GFX, but I still think it looks really nice. Plus the clothing options in that game and the background options mean that if you start to do commissions, people can still choose what they want, or they can like send you a photo and you can edit it. It's just, I feel like this is a great way of doing it, especially since I'm not allowed on my computer every single day of the week. I have to take 2 nights off it for mental health reasons, and most nights I also don't make GFX, so I probably only make 2 GFX a week or 1 GFX a week. So it's great for when you're not on your computer, or if you don't have a computer and you just want to make a GFX still. But yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed the video. If you're not subscribed, I would really appreciate you subscribing, because my next goal is 200 subscribers, and also 150 if we can't reach 200. And also leave a like if you want to see more tutorials like this on how to do stuff on mobile that are usually done on computer, like how to make a GFX animation or how to make any other sort of GFX thing. Like, yeah, just anything that you might need. Also, comment some video ideas, because I know that lately my channel has gained a lot of subscribers, but I feel like that was mainly because of the gacha series that I'm starting, and yeah, it was pretty dead before then, and I kind of want to ask you guys for video ideas that you might want to see, since I want to keep you guys as active as possible. I want to give you something that both you and other people will find helpful, just so that people tend to watch, just so that people actually click on the videos. It's all well and good having a bunch of subscribers, but you need them to be active in order for you to actually feel like you have subscribers. And I know that there aren't 138 of you who are active. There are quite a lot of you who are active, but definitely not 138. So yeah, thank you so much for watching, and goodbye.
You probably